Hi everyone, we're talking about one of my favourite subjects that I seem to cover like every 2 months on this channel, but it just keeps coming up and up. And it is if I think there's going to be a stock market crash at some time soon. I don't know where to start on this really because I cover it so much, but I feel like I just need to say my opinions because a few people asked me what they think, and I've had it emailed through to me a couple of questions about this, and Victor, thanks for the email and the respondents and the correspondence we had. I really enjoyed the conversation that we had talking about the stock market, and yeah, I thought I'd just share my opinions overall and if I think there's going to be a crash. Normally at the start of the year I do a predictions video if I think there's going to be a crash, how I think the stock market's going to do, but it's very hard to predict the markets, but from what I can get out, this is kind of my opinion. Now at the start of the year I predicted there would not be a crash. I did say the stock market would not have a good year, as good of a year compared to last year. We had a very good bull market with hardly any pullbacks, and it cost us into the start of the year because we did have a big pullback because of the bull market last year. But overall, the stock market is in a very good position, the economy is in a very good position, the US economy. We've got record number of people in jobs. The only downside from it all is that I currently don't see much wage growth, and as well as that, the housing application, mortgage application is slightly dropping right now, which is just some things to keep an eye on. Interest rates are going to get raised higher because of how well the economy is doing, and we saw a couple of weeks back basically saying that the biggest risk to the stock market right now is the China trade war, which is for sure, it is the biggest risk to the trade market, stock market right now, and that's when news has come out about the China trade war. That's when we've seen the biggest pullbacks in the stock market. Now I said the S&P would go up about 20%. Overall I think it's just up a couple of percent this year, but it is at record highs. I think there's a little bit more room to go this year. We've got to remember there was a massive gains last year in the back end of the year, and I think we'll have a couple of gains this year, not as strong as last year, but I do think the S&P will still go up, probably 9% towards the last couple of months of this year, or the second half of this year. I don't see a crash. I see a lot of pullbacks because of the China trade war. We've seen Trump recently put more tariffs out, which will affect the stock market, but we have a lot of companies still beating their earnings massive, and if companies keep beating their earnings, getting more and more money, stock price is going to go up because companies are valued a lot more. If a company keeps making their revenue go up, you can't tell me that a company is worth less money. If a company is doubling their revenue, the stock price has to go up with it. It is worth more money, and if we're currently seeing that, we definitely won't see a crash. These are a couple of things, like I say, the wages increase not going, mortgage numbers slightly dipping down. Obviously, China trade war is a little bit of a problem, and that will hold the market back compared to last year. But we have this every year, you know. I've seen a lot more people saying that they're holding cash now for the stock market. They think it's going to crash, but people have been saying this for so long. People said it last year at the start of the year, and if the people who were doing that just missed out on the best year in the stock market for a long time. There were so many good gains last year, and then people missed out on a lot of money. If you sit on cash, you are going to miss gains out on the stock market. You just don't know when the market's going to crash. You can't time the market. There's a few signs before when it will crash, and there's not really any of them signs massively showing up right now. So you know, if you do sit on that cash, you've done it since last year, you missed out on gains. People said we're going to have a double dip recession in 2012. It hasn't happened. You've missed out on the bull market. You know, 2009, half the crash was a good time to invest, and anywhere between that time, if anyone has said there's going to be a crash and they've held money, they've missed out. So it's very hard to time the markets, and right now the markets do seem to be in a good place. You never know, tomorrow we might have a world war breakout or something happens and the markets do crash. You know, it's very hard to time the markets, but from right now, I would not recommend just sitting on load of cash, because there's the potential you miss out on another year like last year. It is backed up by a lot of people. Warren Buffett says, you know, the market's, the economy is in a strong place right now. You know, he is sitting on a lot of cash, but he's looking to try and invest it and make a big purchase. He's loading up on Apple shares, so that pretty much says to you that if Warren Buffett is saying that Apple shares are a good buy, Apple shares are a good buy. I agree with him. They are a good buy, a very good name in the bank sector right now. So yeah, in my opinion, overall, the stock market is in a safe place right now, and I'll pretty much. I don't do too many videos about this because my opinion doesn't really change at all that much. And you know, the next time I probably will update you is towards next year when I make my predictions. But like I say, don't take them as guaranteed because it is hard to predict the markets. It's hard to time the markets. But if companies keep getting their revenue increasing, then surely the price of a stock is going to keep going up. And that's just my opinion, guys. So give the video a like, subscribe. Thanks for all the support recently. It's been ace, and I'll see you on the next video.